to get into that time of summer where I almost just need to just go get a summer foundation and just make this my winter foundation. Aiy-yu-kwee, Nekna Malita, and this is my channel, The Midnight Librarian, and today I will be going over my Read-Eh-Thon TBR. Now, Read-Eh-Thon is a read-a-thon, encouraging to read more Canadian-based books, whether that's authors, publishers, or books set in Canada. And Read-A-Thon is hosted by Kayla Books and Lala. It is also hosted by Jerry from Onyx Pages, Paige from Minimal Bookie, Jill from The Book Bully, Natasha from My Reading is Odd, Jenny from This Story Ain't Over, Zoe from Zoe's All Booked, and Rue from Rue's Reading Corner. This readathon goes from August 3rd to the 9th, and they also have a bingo board that has the challenges in order to help pick the TBR. Now, they're really kind of loose on whether you can, whether you want to follow the bingo board and their prompts. I am kind of loosely based my TBR off their prompts. However, whether or not I will create a bingo is a whole nother story. So I guess we can look and see, but otherwise I'm not too worried about it. So I have 3 books to talk about that are going to be on my TBR for the Read-A-Thon. The first book I hope to get to is Johnny Appleseed by Joshua Whitehead. I don't know too much about this. Briefly look at the synopsis before I tend to buy the books just to make sure I'm interested. But by the time I actually get it, I often forget, which I'm perfectly fine with. I enjoy going into most books blind, as I found that most synopsi spoil some of the books, and so but from what I understand, this is written by Joshua Whitehead, who is Indigenous. I believe it's also queer. A book from a Canadian publisher. This also has red on the cover. Canadian Award nominee. One of these says the Canada Council for the Arts, Governor General's Literary Awards. So I think that checks another box that we could double up. Though this checks off how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6, because it's also set in a province or territory I haven't been to. Though I feel like that's kind of cheating because I haven't been to Canada. The next book I would like to get to is We Have Always Been Here by Samra Habib. This is a queer Muslim memoir and a gorgeous cover. I absolutely love this. So that checks off something that's not a novel. It's a memoir. Also checks off an LGBTQIA+ queer story. This is also a immigrant/refugee story. Yes, this is a refugee story. So that's another box checked off. There is no nature on the cover. Otherwise, I would have had a bingo right there. I'm excited to get to this. And the final book that I hope to get to is #NotYourPrincess, Voices of Native American Women, edited by Lisa Charlie Boy and Mary Beth Leatherdale. So this was published in Canada, but I believe it contains stories from Native American women of North America, so which is great. And when it comes to Canada, US and Mexican borders in terms of tribes, territories, or nation territories, it's really kind of odd, just because the Canada, US, and Mexican borders do tend to go through a lot of their territories. This is also a nonfiction Normal Fleck Award winner. Is this considered a children's book? So those are my 3 choices for the Read-A-Thon. If you plan on participating in the Read-A-Thon, let me know what you're reading. If you've read any of the books that I mentioned here, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Please, no spoilers. And that's it for today. So if you enjoyed my content, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed me, if you want to see more of my stuff, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to be notified when I upload more content. COVID is still happening. I hope everyone is social distancing, wearing your masks, as well as washing your hands and keeping safe. I hope everyone is safe, as well as good mental mindset. Social injustice is still happening. Educate yourselves. We're still fighting this fight. There's also still links down below for Breonna Taylor, who still has yet to see justice, as well as others. Just because this is no longer trending doesn't mean it's no longer important. On that note, I hope that you are in the mental headspace to enjoy your reading. I'll see you next time. Chew.